So today I have another bone to pick with Valve. Today I have another story to talk about, another topic, I guess is a better word for it, to talk about that I think is becoming a little bit embarrassing at this point. It is something I am very frustrated about, and I think a lot of other people in the community are frustrated about as well. This is something that I think not only affects the Counter-Strike community in the short term, but also in the medium and long terms as well, and it affects the greater Counter-Strike community as well. This is going to affect pro careers, esport organizations, investors, collectors, even down to, and that stuff is funnels all the way down throughout the entire esports ecosystem. And obviously today I'm going to be talking about the ongoing Copenhagen sale and the fact that this sale is still ongoing, which I think is very ridiculous and very embarrassing, honestly, at this point, and I think is a very, very big issue that needs to continue to be talked about and addressed, and our dissatisfaction with it continues to need to be made apparent to Valve. And of course, I am continuing to pick bones with Valve and stuff like this because I love Counter-Strike, and I love Counter-Strike 2 community, and I want them to be better, and I want the issues to be addressed and fixed. But first, of course, I want to mention real quick, if you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items and turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, you should definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. I'm buying pretty much anything and everything for the right price. Lately, we picked up some really cool stuff, some Nox gloves, some skeleton knives, a bunch of really cool patches I just picked up in a cash trade yesterday. So if you need money for IRL stuff or just to switch up your inventory or portfolio or whatever, definitely hit me up. We can probably get a deal done, and you're helping support me and my channel and my content. With that being said, let's get right into this video today. So, there's a ton of tweets about this and everything with the length of the Copenhagen sale and when the Copenhagen stickers got released and all this stuff. It's getting really, really, really crazy. And some people are surprised by this. Some people aren't. Obviously, the Paris sale went on for a really crazy long time. We can actually pull that up. This is from CSGOskins.gg. They have historical sticker duration data, which I think is actually nice, laid out in a chart. Obviously, I didn't play during a lot of these sales, but this is crazy if this is true, that these sales lasted 1, 2, 4 days. I mean, that's just insane to me. But then obviously starting with 2019 Katowice, we had a 9-day sale. Then we started getting a little bit longer sales, and sales are just kind of getting longer and longer over time. Now, Paris became the first sale to make a really, really big major jump, going from about 2 months to more than 3 months, which was just crazy. But there were maybe some reasons and excuses. Obviously, at the same time that the Paris sale was going on, Valve was also working on CS2. So maybe, and like a ton of other content wasn't coming out at that time because they were focused on CS2 and getting that out. So maybe they had an excuse to, hey, we're going to leave the Paris sale going because, hey, that's kind of our big content at this point right now. And hey, whatever. But also the Paris sale was doing huge numbers. Valve was making a ton of money. So there was a lot of major incentives to make the Paris sale continue on and on and on and on and make it this really historic long sale. Now, obviously the historic long sale has also led to the decline and oversaturation of borderless stickers and just kind of major stickers in general in a big way, and has, I think, in some ways led to the disinterest and dissatisfaction with the Copenhagen sale. But I did think, obviously there was a chance that the Copenhagen sale was going to last close to the Paris sale or just as long or maybe even longer, whatever. Who knows? Again, right now their current trend is that every sale has been longer than the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 sales in a row where each sale has been longer than the last. I mean, at some point it gets a little bit ridiculous. At some point it does get crazy, but I thought there's also a chance that this sale could maybe get more back in line with like the Rio and Antwerp sales, because like I said, this time Valve didn't have CS2 going on in the background, so they did actually have opportunities to put out more content. And obviously with the lack of content and updated things in CS2 at the moment, there's a lot of new content that needs to be put out. So they could continue to pump out new content, cut the Copenhagen sale a little bit shorter, whatever. But also the fact that the Copenhagen sale is not selling near Paris. It's nowhere near as popular as Paris. Now, obviously I don't know the exact sale numbers or anything like that, but we did hear towards the beginning of Copenhagen, there were some executives that were saying, hey, it's looking more like a Stockholm or Antwerp type sale rather than a Paris sale. But also, obviously, I'm a YouTuber who makes a ton of content, and I'm on Twitter and on Reddit and Discord and all this stuff. And the views and the things that I've seen regarding Copenhagen is nowhere near the hype of Paris. It's just nowhere close. Not even just talking about investing wise, just everything. There's no talk, no buzz, no hype about Copenhagen, and for good reason. Again, being the, 5th borderless sticker set in the game, where some teams are literally getting a 5th sticker that looks exactly like 4 other stickers we already have in the game. Like, that is so uninspired. That is so uninteresting. CS2 is supposed to be this new generation, this new thing where we have endless possibilities, and this isn't just CSGO 2. This is CS2. This is its own game. This is its own thing. We have new capabilities and upgraded everything, and all we got was the same old major content with stickers that looked the exact same, if not worse, than Paris and Antwerp and Stockholm. So the hype has really been dead. But yeah, the fact that this has still been going on is crazy. We actually did, if we look back, we can see the release notes for April 25th of 2024. This is when the Copenhagen sale did start. So if we fast forward that, we get from April to May, June, July. That's 3 months. That's like 90 days. Then 6 more days in July gets us to like 96 days. Now we're 4 days into August. We're around 100 days. Just a little bit of napkin math. We're around 100 days into the Copenhagen sale. So again, the Copenhagen sale has already passed up Antwerp and Rio for the second longest sale of all time. And it's just within days of passing the Paris sale for the longest sale of all time. Now, I don't know. Maybe the Copenhagen sale is about to end in the next couple of days, but we really have no idea. And at this point, it's truly getting embarrassing and sad because nobody cares. I have not heard people talking about Copenhagen. It's not only I haven't heard people talking about Copenhagen recently, I have not heard people talking about Copenhagen for months. Really, nobody cares about this Copenhagen stuff at all. And the fact that Valve is still trying to extend the sale and still trying to eke out every single dollar they can, I get it. People are going to say, hey, there's already people who have commented and typed up a comment on this video. I know because I haven't even watched the whole video where they're already saying, oh, you're just a greedy investor. You just care about making money, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, one, no, I truly don't. Like, would I love to make money off investments? Yeah, sure. And if there's a major sticker sale that has an opportunity for investing, that would be awesome. But I have not purchased a single Copenhagen sticker or capsule. I don't give a shit what happens to Copenhagen stickers. I am not invested in it in any way. I don't care if the prices go up or anything like that, but I do care about the long-term health and ecosystem of CS, the CS economy, the CS player base, and CS2 Esports. And people saying, "Oh, hey, Valve knows what they're doing. They're trying to make money for their teams and blah blah blah." Like, I promise you that first of all, just because Valve is doing something does not mean it's necessarily the right decision. They're just human beings at the end of the day. And honestly, corporations that are profit driven, more often than not, if you look around the real world or into stocks at all or, finance, most entities make very, very short-sighted and short-term decisions. That's a way to, save your job or save your business or whatever, even if it ends up being unhealthy in the long run. That's kind of the story of like the universe in a lot of ways, is making short-term greedy decisions that end up, hurting you in the long term. And I do think Valve is doing something like that here because, again, people don't care about Copenhagen. Copenhagen is not selling well. If we look at even like Google Trends to see kind of what is going on, I looked up Copenhagen, Paris, Stockholm, and Antwerp. Copenhagen is in the blue. You can see Copenhagen stickers had a nice spike in March of 2024 when they came out. We can see Paris stickers obviously had the highest peak here when they released. Stockholm stickers had a nice little peak back here, but obviously nowhere near the other ones. And then Antwerp, we can see its spike here. Now we will see Google puts this Antwerp spike at a 31 out of 100. This is relative to the top of the Paris peak. And we will see that Copenhagen has a spike of 35 out of 100. Now, again, 31 compared to 35, that's just a little bit higher. But what's very, very interesting is we compare the player bases at this time. Antwerp stickers in May of 2022, we can see that Counter-Strike had a player base of 564,000 average players. And obviously for Copenhagen sale in March of 2024, 2 years later, we have a lot more players. We have 885,000. So we have more than 50% more players, but only a little bit more interest in the Copenhagen stickers versus the Antwerp stickers from 2 years prior. And again, that's obviously a very, very bad sign. Obviously, if you couldn't see all that stuff, I don't know if my face was covering up or not, that is obviously a very, very bad sign. There should be a significant more interest in the Copenhagen stickers if it is. Now, again, there's a couple reasons for this. People are less interested in Copenhagen because it's a sticker set that is boring, uninspired, and looks exactly the same, but we're also coming off Paris where people really got hurt and lost a lot of money. Now, again, people are going to say, oh, we don't care about investors. We don't care if investors lose money or whatever. Well, they're saying they just care about, if Valve's making money or if the teams and players are making money. But again, we have seen so many teams actually drop out or withdraw their teams from Counter-Strike 2, even teams that made it to Paris or teams that made it to Copenhagen this sticker money is not enough at this point. And again, I do think that this is going to hurt sales even further in the long run because guess what? You might not care if investors make money, or you might want to be like, oh, you poor investors, blah, blah, blah. You lost money in Paris and now you can't make money off Copenhagen investments, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Investors were the people buying thousands of Paris capsules. Those were people buying thousands of Paris capsules where money was going directly to the teams and players and supporting the CS2 ecosystem. If you are a fan of Counter-Strike esports or just a Counter-Strike markets, or if you're Valve or a team or a player, you might want to care a little bit more about investors because at the end of the day, investors are the people who are going to be buying thousands of these stickers. And yes, they might be ultimately profiting off it at the end of the day. I'm not saying investors are like some, charitable people or great, amazing people or whatever, but I am saying they are are people that buy stickers and buy capsules. And we have seen that after Copenhagen did not look like an attractive investment and investors just got burned in Paris, that you can see here, even just based off Google Trends and everything, very, clear data, people care a lot less about Copenhagen. And by looking, at everything, we can see prices of these stickers. I don't know why this Steam marketplace, it just sucks. It's never really working, but whatever. We can look at CSGO stocks and we can see, hey, over the past, month, saw Copenhagen stickers. These are the unique stickers to Copenhagen that should at least be a little bit better than some of the ununique stickers. But, the Saw Copenhagen Hollows down 14% over the past month. Legacy Hollows down 30% over the past month. Ecstatics down 35%. Amcalls down 10%. People just do not care about these stickers. These stickers are dirt cheap prices, which is good. You want cheap stickers to be accessible to people. You want people to be able to buy them and afford them and craft with them. So I understand that. But the answer isn't making the sale last forever, making these sales disgustingly long. Because at this point, even if Valve did release a bordered sticker set and stop giving us the same old borderless stickers, I really don't think people would care about the stickers still, because even though they might be a little bit more unique or interesting or whatever, if they're going to be so abundant, if they're going to be on sale for 3 months, not only is that so boring, because at this point, does anyone even remember the Copenhagen Major? 3-4 months after it's happened, can you even tell me, the teams that were playing in the semifinals, or even who Navi beat in the finals or whatever? No, I don't even remember. I'm so far past the Copenhagen Major. I'm looking ahead to hopefully the next big CS2 update, or to the Shanghai Major or whatever. To me, the sticker sales should be at least kind of close and kind of relevant to the Major. To just have them as these never-ending content trains is just super boring. CS2, like they say in these tweets here, CS2 was supposed to give us new content faster. We should be getting new, fresh content. It should not be a sale that lasts 3 or 4 months out of the year, especially if we're going to have 2 or 3 majors per year. That means we're going to have 4 months of one sticker and then a couple months off, and then 4 months of another sticker. We're literally going to have a sticker sale going damn near year round with no other meaningful or interesting content. That is really lame. That is really boring. And again, this trying to eke out every single dollar and cent out of these really uninspired, lame stickers, these stickers that are literally copy and pasted from the other sets, and you're still trying to milk out every single dollar, is really boring, is really lame. And like I said in the title of this video, it's starting to get pretty embarrassing, and I really think it's something that Valve should rethink going forward. I think they need to stop printing out and copying and pasting borderless stickers, and I think they need to go back to the days of having shorter sticker sales, which will create more hype, more excitement, and in the long run will end up making them actually more money off the sticker sales than going for this really, really short-term weird strategy that they have going on right now that obviously was very successful with Paris, but is already seeing less success with Copenhagen, and I do believe it's going to see even less success with the Shanghai Major and any majors going forward that they continue to do this with. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch the next one. Until then, peace.